Philippine shares inched closer to the 6,400 level on Wednesday after data showed fewer jobless Filipinos in June. Michelle Ong reports.
Most Asian markets rose on Wednesday, boosted by car makers in Japan, amid hopes they will be able to secure lower auto tariffs in negotiations with the U.S. The MSCI Asia Pac Index up by a third of 1%, while oil rose for the first time in 5 days. Here at home, Philippine shares also climbed, inching closer back to the 6,400 level, following data that showed unemployment rate dropped to 3.7% in June from 3.9% the month before, while underemployment also improved, going down to 11.4% from 13.1%. This coming off Tuesday's cooler than expected inflation print. Up next, GDP data out on Thursday. In corporate stories, SM Investments bags 42.6 billion pesos in the first half of the year, up 6%. The company says bank lending remains strong and consumer spending in its malls and retail stores continues to rise. It adds inflation easing to its lowest level since 2019 is creating a more supportive environment for both corporates and consumers. Breaking down its units, the property unit SM Prime reported record first half earnings of 24.5 billion, while the portfolio investments performance was driven by the Philippine Geothermal Production Company, which contributed 35% of total portfolio income. And DMCI Holdings reports a 27% decline in Q2 net income of 4 billion pesos, mainly due to lower contributions from its core coal, real estate, and construction businesses, alongside the ongoing integration of its newly acquired cement operations. Improved earnings from the water distribution, nickel mining, and off-grid power segments helped cushion the decline. And Globe Telecom reports a 14% decline in first half performance to 12.4 billion, with service revenues also down 2% on weaker mobile and broadband performance. Excluding one-offs, core earnings declined by 11% year-on-year. A silver lining, it managed to post gains on a quarter-on-quarter basis, highlighting cost and operational efficiencies as well as strong contributions from Mint's GCash. Meanwhile, Cebu Pacific reports a net income of 8.5 billion pesos in the second quarter of the year versus the 1.3 billion from the same period in 2024. This is fueled by robust passenger growth, improved operational efficiency, and disciplined cost management. The airline flew 7 million passengers during the quarter, up 16%. And Ayala Land posts 14.2 billion pesos in first half earnings, up 8%, citing steady property development revenues and solid leasing and hospitality operations. For the January to June period, property development revenues reached 52.3 billion pesos, driven by strong commercial and industrial lot revenues and resilient bookings from the premium residential segment. Still in earnings, grocery retail leader Pure Gold saw its first half profit grow 7% to 5.3 billion, as consolidated revenues went up 12% to nearly 110 billion. It cites strong top line and stable margins, as well as positive same-store sales growth of plus 6.4% from Pure Gold stores, driven by higher basket size, and plus 4.7% from SNR warehouse clubs, driven by higher traffic. And Miner Nickel Asia reports attributable net income reaching 2.10 billion pesos, an 88% surge, and it cites a notable rise in saprolite ore export prices for this. Finally, Skyflakes and Lucky Me noodles maker Mondanisin reports a 19% decline in second quarter net income to just 1.8 billion pesos, bringing first half earnings to 4.7 billion, also down 7%. And it says this is primarily due to a lower gross profit in the APAC BFB business, as well as forex losses for the quarter.